Finke 2024, you know, off-road racing results are all about accomplishments or excuses. We're about, you know, competing together as a family. We're about triumphs, and we're just as much about failures.
It just looks like the Patriot are nursing that car a little bit.
Yeah, the 484 seems to be in some sort of a limp mode.
What is that?
534.
Are you kidding?
Smoothie did a 454, and then Mo Robinson's done a 446.
He's a bit upset, but that's just part of it. It's just how it goes.
I'm better from the back. I've proven it every single year. I've got 51 cars in front of me, and I'm going to try and get the lot of them. Let's go.
When's the last update on that?
2 seconds ago, and they're doing 0K.
Just like 4 cars away from them.
Here we are, race day one. I think the disappointment of yesterday set in this morning. Like, it really, really hit me hard. I think I was okay at the end of prologue, and I went home and I thought about it and thought about everything I've done wrong in my life. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. You know, I'm starting off position 52 at Finke out of, I think, 150 cars. That is horrible for a trophy truck. But it's always, for me, on race day, the calm sets in. Something different happens on race day than what happens at prologue. Prologue, I'm a wreck. I'm an absolute mess. When it comes into race day, I'm calm, I'm relaxed. I know the job that I have to do. I'm thinking about everything I did wrong last year, but I also know that the car's got a lot more in it than it did last year. I know that I've got a lot more in it, but it's gonna take me some time to settle into this race. And now we're really up to the mercy of Finke, but this year with a little bit more focus on the strategy. Let's hunt them down. Let's see how many we can get today.
Good luck, my man. Hey, thanks, Steve. Bring it home nice and safe.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah.
God, ready?
Stay down there, mate. Yep. I love it. Mimi, come on. Look here. All right, this is it. So the chase team's about to take off. Chase team 2, they're heading all the way down to Finke. So Andrew and Sarah are going to roll together, tow on the X2. Dad's going to be in the 79 series. We're about to get down to the track. We're going to drop these off. Next time you see us, we'll see you from the race car. We'll go and line up for Finke, and hopefully we'll have a good race. We'll see you guys down at Finke.
Past halfway. Hopefully we'll get there. It's been a good run so far. The road's not too bad, at least the dust is down because of the bit of rain that they've had here. It's not as dusty. Doesn't appear to be as much traffic on the road, which is good for us. So we're doing pretty good time.
I love your punch. Have a good run. Yeah. Good.
Honestly, at the start of race days, we aren't really concerned or focused on or nervous of racing itself. We know that we have the pace and we know that we can do it as long as this baby holds up. We go out racing because it's fun, and why would you be nervous to have fun?
Okay. Should probably pause that. Yeah, Ricky, let's go, baby. Over here in the fucking stadium. Nothing to prove. Let's do this shit, boy. Nice and easy, yeah. Give up the cold. Let's go, baby! Woo-hoo! Let's think cost. Think cost time. You're coming into that big left, it tightens up at the end. Yeah.
So the worst part of the Finke track, which I think pretty much every single racer will agree with, is the stadium area. It is the first thing that you do on day one and the last thing that you do on day two, and it is hell. Not because it's hard, but because there's such a large margin of error just in that area.
That's this right. Alright, let's hit it. Once again, the give off is still cold, so just take it easy on the shift, yeah? Yeah. Very nice. 1, 2, 1, 2. Got some whoopie doopies coming up. Alright, a caution, okay, post. Alright, the water, keep right. Yeah, keep right. Good. Are you going into left one and then right one? Watch the water. That's good, good. Right one. And just watch out for that alternate line, yeah? Yeah.
The first time hitting top gear at Finke is probably one of the best feelings of the race. For the first probably, couple Ks, you don't get to do that. So when you finally get to open the car up, it just feels real good.
Left one, right one, yep. Go left one, green, yep. Green. Flick a bit of 6. KK marker, 140. I had it there on my tyres, I feel, yeah, good. Got a right one and then a left one. Yep, 145. Right one. Left one. Right one, left one. Left one, and watch it at the front. Good, right one.
Start line energy for me is almost euphoric. You know, like I almost get into a trance, and I don't know if it happens to anyone else, but I can sleep on the line in my helmet while I'm waiting to stage. That's how calm I am. We've got a strategy, we've got a plan. I know the job that needs to be done, and we just need to do it quickly. But once again, we just got to get into that groove. Once we find that groove, then we can put the hammer down.
Screw. Right, let's go. Into like a left 6. Stay high. Good. Keep coming around. You got like a right 3 and then a right 3 again.
Billy Geddes said it to me, to be honest with you. He said it better than I've ever heard any racer say before. The water is an obstacle after you go through the water. It's not an obstacle before you hit the water. What happens in an open screen race car when mud comes through that cockpit is it's chaos. And depending on how fast you're doing it, you have to deal with that obstacle for the next whatever period of time, you know. You get water start going in behind your lens, mud all over your screen, mud all over your dash and all the rest of it. Sometimes it can take 10, 15 minutes for all that stuff to come out of your helmet. I've made those mistakes before in the past. I've made those mistakes in Don River where you open your visor, it's over. The water goes all inside your helmet. You can't get rid of the fog for the rest of the race. And that's the biggest problem with the water on the track.
Stay high left. Stay to me, just tippy toe, don't splash yourself. You good? You good? Yep. What do we got, Joe? Left one, talk to me. Left one, 5K. Right one, left two. I've got to take all my tear-offs off, I can't see a thing. You got stay high right, deep water, right two, left one. Stay left. I'm trying to get all my tear-offs off, I still can't see. Yep. Okay. Green, water again. Green, green, green. Green, green, green. Green, green, green. Green, green, green. Right one, left
Trying to get all my tear-offs off, yelling at Jamie for a rag and all the rest of it, but I know if I open my visor, it's going to be hell for the next hour and a half or hour and whatever it is that takes me to get down there. Definitely not the start that we wanted.
Left two, right two. There it is. Trying to wide, mate. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Two, right two. Right two now to right two. Okay. Right one. Yeah. Then you're green. Right one. Right one, you're green now. Go, go, go. Turn me down.
Typically speaking, we normally wait until about the 25 to 30 kilometre bonnet, somewhere around there, before we'll start really getting into it. But what I'm finding in this first 10 to 15 Ks of the race, there is almost no dust. And what that allows me to do is really drive to the capability of the car and how I'm feeling at that stage. You know, I think I say the same thing every year. It's like a bull to a red rag. You know, I see another car, I see those lights, it's just full-blown kill mode. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's another trophy truck or a Can-Am. But the other thing is really, really conscious this year of safety. Very conscious of safety this year, knowing what's in front of me. You know, I've got 10 cars in front of me. I've got side-by-sides in front of me. I've got some of the pro lights in front of me. And I would never put somebody else's life at risk on the track. So we've got to get around these guys clean. You know, we've got to come up on them fast. We've got to get around them fast. But that 3-ton truck touches one of those cars at those sorts of speeds, I'm definitely not going to put me or another driver in that position.
You good? Right one, green. Keep siding it. There's the first car broken. Keep siding it. Go, go, go. You good? You go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Green crest straight. Left one. Crest is green. Stay straight.
So we were going good, we were getting settled in to the car, and then I tried to talk to Christian, and I noticed in my helmet I couldn't hear myself talk, which means that I wasn't getting comms. So I began doing the hand my movements, so 1s and 2s. For some reason, the comms cable it goes away, and then you just twist it and it comes back. So we have an issue with the cable, and it was a recurring thing throughout the race, which is really, really annoying.
Yep. This is the worst of this comm cables they've been. Right one, green, 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 green. Left one, green. Right one, left one, green. Yep. Slow down over this one. Coming from right one.
Right, 3 tight now. Take your time with everything. Brakes just got spongy. That's right, just take your time with everything. Left one, practice green.
25 kilometre marker, I start losing brakes. But it's a feeling that I haven't really felt like this before. In the past, we've had a lot of issues with the truck with the rear hub seals, which we've solved for this race. There were some techniques and some prep things that we've learnt, and it seems to be working. So I'm quite confident that I'm not losing oil out the back of the diff, but I'm feeling this. It's brake knockoff is what it is, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not used to it. I really don't have that experience.
Fuck, I'm losing brake pedal, Jamie. It's alright. Just check up early and see what happens. Green, green, green.
Once again, my brother right beside me. Is the pedal going down? No, it's not going down. Can you pump it up? Yeah, I can pump it up. How many pumps does it take? 2 to 3 pumps. He goes, brake knockoff, don't worry about it. Send it, go. Just pump them up before you hit a corner. And that's the experience of having my brother right beside me. That's the reason why I wouldn't have anybody else in the car. The thoughts that go through your head as a driver, the guy sitting beside you or the girl sitting beside you, their main priority is to get those thoughts out of your head, and nobody does it better than my brothers.
Check your brakes now. Yep. They got them back? Yep. That's one. I've got to pump them up. That's good. More cars are breaking down. Right one.
So we come up on, I think it's our first Class 4 that we're coming up on, and this is the guy that smashed into the back of the twins, I think, in the 2022 Finke in his Class 4. Which, I mean, for me, I know where the brake pedal is in my car, and hitting a side-by-side with fundamentally a trophy truck, it's a Class 4 car, extreme two-wheel drive. To me, it's just not on, you know?
Right one now, watch his brakes. Right one, here you are. Right one, left one, press green. Just drive him, don't hit him. 449, stay right. 449, stay right.
Tapping another trophy truck, no dramas. Let's say I come up on Kaminsky or Bow or Smoothie, I think they'd be disappointed if I didn't give them a little love tap in the arse. But you don't do that with the side-by-side. So, look, for me, I wasn't going to put another driver in that position, although it crossed my mind, obviously. We got around that one clean, but I think that was probably one of the best passes of the day. You know, we've come up on a really big G out right in front of it. Got the braking and the throttle just perfect, just popped the front over the top, and we had full traction, grabbed another gear, and I think we went around him like he was standing still.
Check up ahead. Right one. 6149, stay left. 6149, stay left. Stay left. Thank you. Left one, right one.
Yeah, it was a great pass. It was a really good pass. I'm really proud of myself that I didn't overstep the line, and it was just another one we were picking off on our way down.
One in the front.
go. What do we got? No, ball, stay left, stay left. Check up, check up, check up, check up. Right one. Good job. Left one.
We're about 20 k's out of Finke now. We got up nice and early, so I'm in the 79 with Andrew. We've just been hightailing it down. They do close off the road at 7:30 down this end, so we left at about 4. The boys also take off. Their first cars come out at 7:30 from the Alice end, so we'll be in there in good time to see them come across the line in Finke. The nerves are starting on our end, so I'm not too sure how they're feeling right now, but yeah, be happy to get there and get settled.
We've made it down here. We're about to get it all set up. Waiting for the boys to bring them home, both of them.
See, here's Brett Smoothie and David Walsh, True Deepwell, and I think that's going to tell us a story.
It's a pretty cool setup this year. We've got the TV so we can actually see, which is exciting. Normally we follow the Rally Safe app, but we can do both, which is really entertaining on our end, and we can also see what's going on.
Well, over the years, Finke has changed quite considerably. From the first race, when I first started coming here, which is about 7 or 8 years ago, to now, live feed, so many different apps we can track it. Seeing the takeoff, even though we're at the opposite end of the track, we're at the finish and they're taking off. We can see every moment of the track. It's really interesting.
Once you get to the first road crossing at Deepwell, it gets very exciting for people who are in trophy trucks, and it gets absolutely terrifying for people who are in these little 10 cars, because you know that for the next 20 or so Ks you are going to get absolutely beaten up. So it's it's a harrowing experience, but you know that you're just getting that little bit further down the track.
Left 2. Right 1. Left 1. Good.
And as you can see from the footage, I cannot talk to Christian. It is like I am getting winded at every bump.
Right here. Good mate, doing really good. Okay, I got that back. Doing good. Watch out for the big dip. There. Good. That's one right. 8 holes are deep. You know. Oh. Green, green. Green, green, green. Green, green. Green, green, green. Oh, give me some flat ground, please. Coming up to right one. Right one. Good. Coming up to left 4. Take it easy. Left 4. 4. Good. Great. Holy.
So we're coming up on about 60 kilometres into the race. The bumps are starting to get big and I get shivers up my spine. I'm coming into Deepwell, and Deepwell that is the sole reason I bought this truck. Everything's feeling really good, you know, everything's feeling good. We're quick, my braking points are good, my exit points are good. The truck is handling unbelievable. We made a couple more tweaks to the shocks with SDJ and the help of Jane, and one of the big things that we've done for this year is you'll notice we're running a second spare tyre in the attempt to rebalance the car. We're trying to get it to pick the front up a little bit more, and it is just working like, it's just unbelievable. So coming into Deepwell, I'm like a fat kid on a cake. I can't wait to get in there. I hope there's no one in front of me, because if there's gonna be a self-inflicted DNF, this is where it's gonna happen.
Now go, go, go.
Getting through Deepwell clean is definitely a feather in the cap. We know that we're moving, but we're coming out of the gates of the Deepwell station, and we're heading across into Maryvale, and that's one of the big terrain changes at Finke. And that's the thing about Finke, you know, you have so much different terrain change and different speed changes as well, I suppose. But when you come out of those gates into Maryvale, you're on hard packed gravel. The car starts reacting completely different. I think from last year, I was very, very prepared for it. You know, I was really ready for that change in dynamics of the car, the feel of the car. So we continued to keep a very, I can't say same pace, but same groove. You know, we're running in exactly that same groove, but the speed's getting a lot faster. You're now 5th and 6th gear. You're doing, you know, averaging maybe 170, 180 Ks an hour, and you know, we're tapping 190 kilometres an hour coming through Maryvale there, and still everything's going well. Definitely no complaints from my end.
All right, so we've made it down to the water tower. We got Juddo here, and we got Gene. We're obviously in the chase car. A few of the chase cars are starting to roll through now. I think we won the chase car balance. Yeah, we're definitely definitely the first chase car down here.
Round one, good number 1 on the road.
Good work, team. Good work. Good work.
Pretty cool to see him go.
Let's go through 2024 feet.
finally turn that tight left four coming out of the bumps, you know that you are good, you are safe, you're not going to get bucked around for the next 5 or 10 Ks. That is probably my favourite part of Eaton Track, not because it's the most fun, just because you can actually chill out for a bit.
Right one. Good, left one. Good mate, good. Left the pink. Left one, right one. And then the big G out, big G out. Good mate, good. You got the road crossing.
Yeah, so we saw our first set of lights coming up past us. Ended up being a pro car. Obviously, they make more power. They can go faster than we can in the 10 car. So we just pulled over the little head and past, and we ended up catching him about 500 meters to a K little later. But it was not the way that we'd want to catch him.
No, that's it. Green. Alright, we got there's some big walks, okay? What? Coming up to some big walks! Yep. Slow down.
There is the rule out with racing that if you are the first on scene, you do like I need to stop and render a assistance, but there was about 10 or so people there, so people around the car, so we knew that we weren't going to be any extra help to them, so we just I rolled past and then just got back into it.
The technical sections with that second spare on the back, the car was dramatically improved as well. That whole roll center change on the car is behaving how I would have always expected the car to behave. And I wish I knew 3 years ago that that's all the truck needed. It just needed a little bit of weight on the back, and it's the car's transformed.
Remember the terrain change.
Green. Coming to the water tower. Green.
Go the boys.
So when you come past the Horton Tower, that is for me, that's when I begin to feel safe. Is that kind of the same? Yeah. It's like when you come, it's like when you come past the water tower, it's giving you like a hug, and it's just like hey, a warm hug. Hey, like you got it. I just getting past, so you're almost in there, even though you're only just a little bit past halfway. But it is comforting to see an old rusty water tower while you're going past it at 150 k's an hour, just absolutely tapped. Yeah, definitely.
Green. Oh yeah, there we go. Green. Loves it. That felt good. That was nice. Right one, left one, green.
So there is a very certain size and a very certain length of whoop that makes this thing dance, and there's 2 sections on your run from Alice to Finke that it does that. Both of them are quite close together. When you get this car singing up on those bumps, just singing on them, that is the best feeling that we get the whole time. It is that we're out it is the best thing that you can do, the best thing that you can feel while having your pants on. It is it is amazing. Like, it is what we do all of this for, is to get on top of those bumps and just feel it absolutely macking it.
Holy, that was good. Really good. Green. Holy, holy, you got me. That's epic shit, eh? Woo! Holy, yes, that car. I'm tripping, mate. off. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Get off. Yeah. Jump out. Check the after. Quick.
Well. No. What's happened?
When's the last update on that?
2 seconds ago, and they're doing 0K.
Just like 4 cars away from them.
The twins have just stopped. It says that they've been doing 0Ks and it was updated 2 seconds ago. So just gonna wait a little bit, make sure, but hopefully nothing has gone bad.
That's what I just said. I'm like, how hard would it be to drive past? Yeah. Dad's about to get him. No. So the boys have stopped. Justin's about 4 cars behind now. Well, it's a hard thing. You don't know what's happened. Hopefully nothing bad, but it'd be hard for Justin to drive past.
What's up? Over. How? See, this just popped up. We're done. Seriously?
Well, that's the end of our race. That is Finke over.
We were so far off the
I jumped out of the car not really knowing what I would find. I had a couple of things going in my head. I jumped out of the car, I checked the whole passenger side of the car. It looked perfect. And then I walked around to the other side. The first thing I saw was the limit strap was hanging over the rear tire, which didn't really process in my brain. I was just like, oh yeah, okay, that's... Didn't process that was the start of all of the issues. And then I looked down at the gearbox. There's an axle here, there's grease everywhere. And I'm like, I found the issue. That was not hard to see at all. And then I just walked over to Christian and I was like, that is race done. Like, there is nothing that you can do to fix that fast enough to be even able to be a part of the race again.
Okay, you got any? I got you. Green, 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 I can see. Green, green, green. Keep going. Keep your foot in. Keep your foot in. Keep going.
So just before we left on race day one, I actually had a bet with the twins as to where we were going to catch them on the track, and the water tower was thrown up for some reason. Honestly, I didn't think I'd get them with a 17-minute head start. I didn't think I'd get them by the tower, but I knew I'd get them by Finke. I knew that I would catch them somewhere before Finke. So we had this bet going on, and start seeing dust in front. And then it's like, it's got to be them. It has to be them.
Green, green, you'll get him now. Check up, check up, check up, check up. Right one, left one, just drive his bumper.
And as we're approaching the car in front, I can see a 10 car smashing around. You know, 10 car's a very unique look, very small ass end of the number plate and all the rest of it. And just through the dust, you know, I see the tail lights and I'm like, oh my God, it's the boys. We're going to do it again. I'm going to come around the boys at Finke again.
Right one, left one. That's Sam, isn't it? I think so. 1080, Sam, 1080, we're behind you. Crest is green. 1010, stay left. 1010, stay left. 1010, stay left. Right two, right two. Right two.
got a little bit closer, and it was a 10 car, but it wasn't the twins. I got a little bit more disappointed, but we kept the hammer down, and I think from there on the way in, every bit of dust that I saw and every car that I went around, I was really hoping it was going to be the boys. I was hoping I was going to catch them, and maybe just follow them into Finke, depending on how close we could get, you know. Bundoomba once again, coming into that water tower at Bundoomba, that's where you start focusing your eyes on the prize and making into Finke. Look, you're only just past halfway, but realistically, you've got, in front of you, you've got another set of you got a wild ride in front of you, because this year, especially down there, the bumps aren't just big, they are fast. And I'm talking top gear, 6 gear, rev limiter, over 180 kilometres an hour. I think we touched 190 or something a couple of times coming past the water tower. But I also knew coming past Bundoomba, the biggest thing and one of those things where my mind went left was having Gene there to watch his creation come past at that sort of speed, you know. He never saw this car after it left the United States. He built it, and it wasn't even finished in the US when he built it. You know, it actually got finished and tested here in Australia, which is why we've done so much development on it, post-development. And not to mention Juddo's there, Kent's there as well. You know, putting on a show for the boys is, you know, everybody gets a little bit excited, and of course you want to impress your mates. That's why you buy a trophy truck, right? So coming past the water tower, you know, heading down into Finke, it was just going so well. You know, it was this was in my mind at that moment. This was the year that we were really going to see what this team can do.
It's really hard to see this, you know, everyone puts in so much effort, and we're having such a good run, so I don't know. Hopefully it's something small and they'll be fine, and you know, if they run like they did today, tomorrow, they'll be fine. But yeah, let's just hope that they get back on the track. Yeah, so it's a CV. Oh, God, they had a good run.
Oh, this is motorsport. That's where everyone does it. No, it's not. Everyone does it for the excitement, not the depression. Oh, it's so depressing.
So that is our race over. Now I think I might have been pushing the car a little bit harder than I should have, but also the bit that broke has been on this car since it was newly built in 2013. So I think there was both sides playing into why the issue happened. But yeah, I was pushing hard because me and Ashton, we both know that Sam Bentley's fast. He doesn't know how to handle his car, and to beat him, you got to keep the pace up. If I did know that Sam was out when we hit the 40k mark, I would have definitely buttoned off, which, not knowing that Sam was out, I didn't. button off. That's just part of Finke, that's just part of racing, being able to know when to push, when to take it easy, where you are, and yeah, just being able to know when to and not push.
Bit unfortunate, we were absolutely penning. It was sick, but also a Sam, a Bentley, I did the exact same thing at the 45k mark. At least we got a little bit further down, but it wasn't far enough. So now we're gonna get back into camp and get it all fixed up.
Fastest 10-car drivers in Australia.
I think they're faster than he's fast asleep.
No, boys.
I've noticed my brother for probably the past, I want to say 20 to 30 Ks, hitting a reset on his dash, and I'm trying to ignore it in the car. Jamie's, again, very good at only telling me what I need to know. He doesn't tell me anything I don't need to know. I need to be focused on driving the car.
Okay, right 2, left 2. Right 2, left 2. Yep. Can you drive the track without me looking just yet? Yep. I've got to check these alarms.
So I'm not sure whether he said it or whether I asked the question, dude, what's up? Like, what's going on? And he's like, diff temps. And I'm like, how bad? And he goes, I've lost the sensor. So what does that mean, I've lost the sensor? Diff temp should be running somewhere between 100, 110 degrees. Maybe those big bumps, soft pack, we might see 120, 125 degrees. That sensor reads out at 200 degrees. That's what that sensor is rated up to.
Do I need to baby the car or are we good? I need to get to the monitor. I'm trying to call the track for you. Left 1. Left 1, right 1. The tip's right on the limit. Left 1, right 1.
So, you know, for the next 15 or 20 Ks, we had to get off the gas. We rolled right off the throttle. We still kept moving. We obviously kept our momentum going, but I was trying to be really soft on the rear end, especially in the soft stuff. And then when we hit the hard pack, you know, I could rev it a little bit harder. So we get 20 odd Ks, maybe not even, maybe 15 Ks down the road. I'm like, dude, where's the temp at? And he goes, the sensor's not back. So at that point, I'm thinking it's either a faulty sensor or we're over 200 degrees, which means at some stage we're going to blow the rear end in the truck. And Jamie said it to me. He goes, you know, just let the blow. Like, what have we got to lose? And that was the call that was made. I don't even know if I responded to him, to be honest with you, but you know, I do remember then starting to wring the truck's neck, and it was going through the back of my mind. If it blows, it blows, and we're at the mercy of Finke now. If it doesn't and we make it in, I'm not going to pull over and, you know, for the sake of, you know, blowing a rear end, I've got another spare down in the Mack truck, down at the Finke end. Either we're going to DNF today or we're going to continue to send this thing home. So for the next 20 odd Ks to get into Finke, or 30 odd Ks to get into Finke, we're going to push as hard as we could.
Crest is a left 2. It's not a checkup, it's just a left 2. Gotcha. Into a left 3.
But once again, that last 10K in, there was just this little silt of dust that was in front of me. The whole last 10 kilometers in, we were following dust in, and I was convinced it was the kids. I was absolutely convinced that 10 car's right. It has to be, right? It's got to be right in front of me. So we followed this dust cloud in, and even, you know, for this year, for the first year, I didn't put a show on in the jump. I knew that the run was good. We went over that jump and we rolled the thing across the line, and I was expecting to pull across the line and see the 10 car sitting right in front of me.
Justin and Jamie, you've made it across the line. The first of the Patriot campers in the trunk.
So we crossed the line. It's the high fives. It's the, that sense of accomplishment that will bring you back to off-road racing in Finke time and time and time and time again. We've done it. We've made it into Finke, but we've made it into Finke this year clean. Didn't make a mistake. Did not make a single mistake the entire day. I didn't leave the track once. I didn't blow a corner. I was so happy with myself to get into Finke. And as we've rolled in, the reporters have come straight over to us with the camera and they're like, wait there, we need to do an interview. And I can see my wife and my dad and my daughter and everyone's at the fence. And everyone's like, oi dude, seven, you're number 7. I'm like, seven, like, what the hell are they talking about?
We've come in a time of an hour 50. I was just told over there that we're sitting in 7th outright at the minute. I don't know whether that's true or not.
I think it's about right. You're doing pretty good.
Sarah's yelling, you're 7th outright. And then they dragged me away for the interview. So we pulled over for this interview with Motorsports Australia, who were doing the live coverage. And I still didn't, it didn't click, it didn't gel. I'm like, 7th, like we started in 50 seconds. So, like how the hell, how's that possible? We got around that many cars. How were we that quick? Left the interview, driven over to the fence, and Sarah's holding up she's holding up the results. She goes, you're 7th outright. And it was just like, whoa, like, what the hell just happened in a good way?
Who's a little bit clever?
7. Are we actually 7?
7.
We're 7th outright.
An hour 50.
Give me some sugar. Huh?
143, bud.
Oh, you flew.
We just cruised. Twins, what's happened?
Okay, so I got in touch with Judd and
CV?
they stopped CV and they said they don't have a spare. Like, honestly, we were tracking
How's that
it.
car done a CV?
We were tracking it and you guys would have come into Finke. It would have been like the Ford versus Ferrari, like, go in together.
Well, we came up the arse of a pro car about 20 k's out. We came into the dust.
Yeah.
And I dead set. I was convinced in my head it was the twins. Because we passed, and I was counting the cars and then we started getting the cars that were just behind them. And I'm like, this has got to be the boys. It has to be them.
It would have been around
And so
that
we just on it, but we were off the pedal. Like, I had to cruise the car in to get the thing in.
Wow.
The diff went off the chart. The centre switched off. It just kept climbing. Jamie didn't tell me till about 150k. And then the car got really light on fuel and it started getting twitchy in the back like it did last year. And I was just, mentally I was just like, I don't care, we're going to Finke. And I just buttoned off and cruised the car in.
Yeah.
53rd to 7th, bitches! And I'm like, what is this? You get to hang out with the trophy truck driver. Look, bittersweet, completely bittersweet. I've just found out that we are officially on corrected time. We're in 7th and we still got the run home tomorrow. So we're in a really, really good spot. The hard thing is the boys are back on the track now. I've heard they've done a CV, which is it's definitely not like that car, so something's definitely gone wrong, I'm not sure. So yeah, it kind of sucks, I have that, obviously that high of, I've done really well, but it really was about the 10 car this weekend. It was meant to be about the 10 car. Now we're going to have to put the focus on the truck and see if we can bring home a trophy for the Patriot crew again for this year. But they'll seed the boys for tomorrow, I'm sure, and hopefully they get a good starting spot.
Yeah.
So we'll get back to camp now. We'll get on the Starlink. We'll see if we can get in contact. See what they found out. Great run down. The truck performed. I'm really happy. Really happy.
Good job, babe.
So end of day 1, we ended up last in class and last overall because we DNF'd, which sucks. Yeah. But that's just, sometimes these things happen. As we always say, that's just racing, but when is that's just racing going to end and we can just finish some races?
7th outright, like 45 cars. Like, we drove around 45 cars. And by drove around 45 cars, I don't mean we physically drove around 45 cars. There's the Finke attrition, there's the people that we beat on just on track time, on our corrected time, and then there was the guys that we passed, and that was just unbelievable. Like, if we play it smart tomorrow, we might have the opportunity to put this thing on the box.
That is driving in a half.
Yeah, yeah.